Welcome back. We want to tell you about a new short film that's getting a lot of great attention. It's a love story based on the largest collection of LGBTQ love letters to have survived World War II. Check this out.
My darling boy, the news today sounds pretty bad with the Germans in Paris. Where are you, darling? I hate being without you in a time that I need you the most.
The Letterman uses the actual love letters written by Gilbert Bradley to Gordon Bousher from 1938 to 1941.
And director Andrew Valentine has rescued those letters from obscurity with this film. Andrew joins us now live from Los Angeles. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. Now, how did these letters come to your attention?
Well, a few years ago, I came across a news article written on the BBC about the discovery of these letters, and I reached out to the option holder who had the letters and convinced him that I had to be the filmmaker to tell Gilbert and Gordon's story. And it took a while. I had to fly over to England and meet with him and his family and convince him to why I was the one. But I eventually won over. I beat out a number of larger Hollywood producers and got the rights to tell their story.
That's what I'm talking about. You went after it. You got what you needed. Talk to us about that journey. I mean, having to get the rights from the families of the men involved, did you have to contact a whole lot of people in regards to that?
Well, it's actually this wild story where after Gilbert passed away, he passed away a few years ago, his letters kind of got passed down to a number of different auctioneers. So it was like after he passed away, it went to kind of a military reseller who put it on eBay. And by that chance, Mark Hignett, who is the person who owns the letters now, discovered them on eBay and started buying them up. He's a small town museum curator in Oswestry, England, which is where some of the guys lived for a while. So he just bought them out of, for fun for his museum. And that's when he started buying them all up and realized that this was probably the largest collection of LGBTQ love letters from that time ever discovered.
Wow.
What a process. Nobody really thinks about that part.
No.
Of, obviously you directing this series based on these letters. Talk a little bit about what we can expect from it.
Yeah, so this is a wonderful a film that we filmed last year. It's had its world premiere at Tribeca this past year, one of the most prestigious film festivals in the world, which was very exciting. And it's been playing its way around the country, really around the world at different film festivals. It's right now, it is a Academy Award. It is up for.
Wow. Okay, Andrew.
So fingers crossed that it's still got to go through the nominating process, but we are qualified for that. So we'll see what happens. And yeah.
Andrew, do you ever just sit back and like, wow, first of all, your last name's Valentine, so I feel like you were born to do this. But also just knowing a little bit of your background, and I know in your bio you said that you were dyslexic, you experienced being a gay kid in a small town in Michigan. You said that you once felt shame, and now you feel like this is your greatest strength. Tell us about how your background and this project have just had so much synchronicity.
Absolutely. I mean, I grew up in a small town, Midland, Michigan, and I'm gay and I was dyslexic and I was very much rejected by my peers and by other people because I wasn't very good at reading and writing growing up. And then lo and behold, I kind of discovered a camera in middle school and I started, asking teachers, hey, instead of writing this paper, can I make a movie instead? And I found this hobby and it turned into this great passion of mine, where I'm able to tell these, wonderful and beautiful stories through cameras. And now, obviously, with much practice, I can read and write, but I like to say that, what I was definitely ashamed of, are my greatest strengths now, because they offer me a unique opinion. It allows me to really be able to be a voice for an outsider because I was an outsider.
I love it. That's strength, my man. That's strength.
And so one more time, where can viewers see the film?
Yeah, so they can follow the Letterman film on Instagram, or they could check out our website where they can see an extended teaser. And then you can look for it in a few months where it will premiere on Vimeo.
Andrew Valentine, the perfect name for the director who shot the love story of the movies for ages. Thank you so much for sharing with us and talking to us about the film.